Bleed black and gold, buff forever. You already know, man. It's your boy, YouKnowTGreen, and I'm back with another one.
You know, when Deion spoke on, there's no loyalty with this new generation, and the NCAA should do something about these athletes who commit to a school and then turn around and decommit. It's like you say one thing and you do another. As Deion said, there's no loyalty in this game. You know what I mean? And over the weekend, we had two of our recruits decommit. I wonder why. Maybe because the light ain't shining so bright out there in Colorado right now, because we going through this now transition. You know, it was all good the first 3 games when everybody was on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? After that Stanford game, when things start to go downhill a little bit, and we all know why. And you know, hey, might as well talk about the elephant in the room. We didn't have an offensive line to block the quarterback. To block for the quarterback. Now all of a sudden, now we getting a bunch of decommits. We had an offensive lineman decommit, I should say. Now we got 2 of our prospect quarterbacks for the 2024 season and the 2025 season decommitting. Now, go ahead and watch the video first on Deion speaking about this. Same thing of student athletes decommitting from schools and how it's not so cool. Then come back and finish up hearing me speak about these 2 athletes.
I'm trying to figure out how to frame this. A kid ain't even faithful to his girlfriend. You think he gonna be faithful to a school? Like, come on, man. Like that's like an emotional thing. You know what I wish the NCAA would do, honestly. If you're committed to somewhere, you can't go to no other visits. I wish that would be like, if you committed, that means you committed. You can't go no other visits. So why would you be committed, but you still let kids go to other places? That don't make sense. So that means they just playing. They just playing. And one thing about it, we're not an ATM. That's not gonna happen here. If you come to Colorado to play football for me and the Colorado Buffaloes because you really want to play football and receive a wonderful education, and all the business stuff is going to be handled on the back end if that's the case. But we are not an ATM. You're not coming here to get rich unless you really come here with a plan to go to the NFL and get your degree. Not to come here and be money bag yo. Okay? That a rapper, right? I got that one right. I don't even know him, but that was a good timing. Philosophy going into recruiting, we want players that want us. Trying to convince somebody and doing that and being held hostage financially, we ain't with that. We want players that want to be a Colorado Buffalo and want to come here for all the right reasons. Academically, the city is so darn beautiful. It's just ignorant. It's so beautiful. And just people that want to be a part of what we're building. We're not going to buy anybody whatsoever. So that's how we approach it. We have tremendous needs. I'm pretty sure everybody in the country know what we need and how much we need. That's not a secret. And the recruits are responding. Trust me, it's not a day that goes by that kids aren't blowing our recruiting staff up. I mean, or blowing Shador up and in his DMs, or Travis or some of the key players on the team. They're calling and we're responding. Trust me.
Has it changed?
Yes, because last season you had to fill a void of everything. This year you're more directed. You know what you have, you know what you don't have. You've seen how we react under pressure, you've seen how we don't, and you know what you need. So now it's more focused on let's go fulfill the needs. You had to just fill the kitchen up, old Mother Hubbard, went to the cupboard, there wasn't nothing there. So we had to fill the kitchen up with everything. Now it's more directed and more accurate on, okay, we need 3 of those, we need 2 of those, we need 1 of those. That's pretty much how we're going at it. And we have we know what we want and we're gonna go get it. I promise you that. And what we're gonna do from here on, it will never be the same. I promise you that. Because I know how we're recruiting, I know what I know, and I know where we're headed. And you got to be crazy if you can't see it. it's easy to look at us play and say, okay, all they need is that, and that. And they straight. How many times have you said that?
So, 4-star quarterback Antwann Hill Jr. decommitted from Colorado. Now, he is our 2025 4-star quarterback who, hey, he out of Georgia. He said, hey, I'm on my way. He's 220 pounds. This a big dude. But he went on Sunday and told On 3, I was strongly thinking about reclassifying to 2024. After a long talk with my family, I'm reclassifying anymore and would like to reopen my recruitment. So, I don't know what made this young man change his mind, but anyway, he decided he gonna, go back on the open market. Now, to me, I feel like, hey man, you said you're coming, you say you want to be part of the team, hey, why you decommitting? Is it because our record ain't so good right now? Is it because the light ain't on Colorado? Or you don't want to go to a bigger, perhaps better school? But again, I'm with Deion on this. Don't say one thing and do another. And at the end of the day, if somebody decommitted from you, that's like if you was in a relationship with a girl, right? Okay. Or a girl was in a relationship with a guy, depending on who's listening to me right now at the moment. If that person said, hey, look, I'm sorry, but this ain't gonna work out. I changed my mind. Hey, we could be friends. What you gonna do? You gonna sit there and cry about it and try to win a person back? You may. But after a while, would you really want that person back if they really didn't want to be with you to begin with? And if you do force that person back, is their loyalty really with you? Or they gonna come there, get all the accolades and all the, the hype, and then be the first one in the transfer portal the following year? So, we got to be careful there. Now, going on to the 2024 year, we had another decommit, y'all. So, it looked like, hey, once one say they ain't coming, now we got another one coming. So, our 2024 quarterback on Sunday, y'all, they all did this on Sunday. You know what I mean? Well, actually, he did this on Monday, Danny O'Neal. Antwann did it on Sunday, but Danny did this on Monday, y'all. He from Cathedral High School, and he a 3-star prospect, no 4-star, 5-star, but he's a decent quarterback. Don't get me wrong, he's not no little chump now, you know what I mean? But he also decommitted from Colorado Buffaloes, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, he got other schools out there interested in him. So, he decommitted on Monday from the CU Buffaloes, you know what I mean? So, don't get me wrong, O'Neal, he's a decent quarterback. I can't even hate on that. And Lewis and him had a good relationship. You know what I mean? They was talking and going back and forth. But as you know, Sean Lewis is also demoted from offensive coordinator, shot caller, you know what I mean? Until this little, I'm a QB, quarterback role, which, who knows if this played a decision and the reason why Danny O'Neal is decommitting from Colorado, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So we don't have a 2024 quarterback and we don't have a 2025 quarterback. Right now, we don't have no verbal commits from any quarterback, but it's okay because we already know Big Dog is coming back. So we got him for one more year. And if you don't know what I'm talking about quarterback Shedeur Sanders. We got him for the 2024 season. So I'm sure Prime got some tricks in his bag. So it's probably going to be another commitment here soon. You better believe it, because there's some dogs around the country who want to come and play for Coach Prime. And don't get it twisted here. Don't get it twisted. A new offensive line is on the way. We will have some dogs out there blocking for our quarterback in 2024. So, yes, this year could have been different. This year could have been different by 1 or 2 touchdowns in certain games. So, don't get it twisted like if this year was a fluke. Now, yes, we lost some big losses. And yes, we lost some games that we shouldn't have lost. Now, if the score was 8-4, it'd be a whole different talk right now. If we was playing in the bowl game in January, it'd be a whole different talk right now. But I'd rather these players decommit from us right now when we on our downside than you to say, yeah, I'm coming when we riding high, riding that wave. No, be with me in the trenches when it's going down. Be with me when I need you. Be with me when we still trying to get this thing right. So when we take off, that brotherhood is there. So shout out to these two players. I wish them the best. But hey, just as sure as the sun coming up tomorrow, you better believe Colorado Buffalo's gonna have another quarterback when Shedeur leave. You better believe it, cause we some dogs. Arr, 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 arr. You already know the motto.
You already know the motto, man. Another day above ground is what? Truly a blessing. Like, share, subscribe, tune in with your boy, YouKnowTGreen, and I'm gonna be right back with another one.